Hi, so today I'm making a special dish to hold the vegan avocado chocolate mousse that I'm putting the recipe up for on Pot Shop Cooking Challenge, which hopefully you guys are all following on Instagram. So anyway, it's a recipe that's really yummy, and so I decided that I wanted to make a special dish to hold it. So I'm creating a little bowl, and it's going to be up on a little stemmed foot. So I'll make the stem foot in a minute, or else so I want it to be kind of a wider bowl so that I can put more mousse in it, because I always like a good portion of mousse. So for everybody on Instagram, hopefully you've had a chance to check out Pot Shop Cooking Challenge, because we're sharing recipes there and we're sharing plating of different foods and trying to celebrate handmade pottery and how great it is to have it in your life, and how pretty even the most simplest foods look served in handmade pottery. And so if you've got a special recipe that you'd like me to create a special dish for, you can send it in with the word challenge in the email subject line to me, so that I know it's a cooking challenge, and I'll see what I can do about it if I'm inspired by it. And if you have a recipe that you like to cook and you plate it in a handmade dish, hashtag it and put that up too on Pot Shop Cooking Challenge, because we're always happy to see any kind of foods and any kind of pottery. So this is one that I already threw before, so now I'm going to trim the bottom of it and attach the foot. So the first thing I have to do is center it onto the wheel. Just a little bit to get it right in the middle. And honestly, it's a little bit soft because I just threw it. I usually would let it dry a little bit longer, but for the interest of the camera, we're going to go with it the way it is. So I'm using these balls of clay to stick it down because it'll fly off the wheel otherwise. So I'm trying not to distort the rim, but I'm putting the balls of clay up pretty snug against the pottery so it holds it in place. And then I'm going to use my trimming tool, and I'm going to round off this bottom, take away this extra clay. And as always, when I'm demonstrating, I'm working faster than I would when I throw normally. So normally I would take a little more time and a little more care around what I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and smooth this out with the rib and get rid of those trimming lines. And then I'm going to draw a couple of little circles so that when I put the foot on, the stem, I can get it centered in the middle better. So this is a stem that I already threw. So I'm going to loosen it up one more time from that. And I'm going to carefully pick it up, flip it over, and drop it onto there. And because everything is still pretty wet, I'm not even going to put some slip in there. If it was drier, I'd slip and score a little bit. I'm going to use my finger to stick this down, and then I'm going to use the edge of my trimming tool to get in there and add that. Blend those two together, and then I'm going to take a little bit of soft clay and make a little coil, and put the little coil around there and work that into the bowl, and then also up onto the stem. And then we're going to smooth it all out without pushing it too far off around. So again, we're a little bit stickier than we should be. I'd normally wait a little while longer. So I'm going to smooth this edge out a little bit. I'm going to smooth that hole out a little bit. And there you have it. I'll flip it over so you can see. And the next time you see it, it's going to be filled with chocolate mousse that you won't believe is actually made with avocados. Ta-da!